Hey, welcome back. You know, one of the things I've been talking about a lot lately is how the CBC just can't choose sides for Canada. They're always on the side of the Taliban for Omar Khadr, and they're always smearing our troops. Well, finally we have a voice of sanity from the Conservative government agreeing that there is something deeply broken at the CBC. Not James Moore, their boyfriend in cabinet who keeps shoveling dough at them, but Vic Toews, a serious cabinet minister who's in charge of public safety. I want to play for you an audio clip of Minister Vic Toews from today when he was on Winnipeg radio station CJOB. He was talking about this problem, about the CBC forgetting that the C stands for Canadian, that it actually has some loyalty to this country, and that it should stop making excuses for terrorists and war criminals. Listen to what Vic Toews said today.
I've long since given up trying to understand the state broadcaster, or CBC as we know them more popularly. You know, I find it so fascinating that they refuse to put the names of the individuals and pictures of the individuals on their network, given that these are individuals who have been found by a tribunal not to be admissible in Canada, and legal warrants have issued for their arrest. They're not. It's not a question of is there a right for these individuals to be in Canada or not. They have no right to be in Canada, and for the state broadcaster not to acknowledge that and work with law enforcement agencies is very disappointing. I find it ironic that the CBC was always so quick to try to implicate our Canadian Armed Forces in war crimes in Afghanistan, and never hesitant to mention that. But in this situation, when we actually have rulings from tribunals, they are reluctant to involve themselves.
You know, it is outrageous. I noticed that Vic was, I mean, he called them the state broadcaster, which they are. He criticized them in their double standard, which was appropriate. He showed that the CBC is basically censoring the news. I mean, it is newsworthy that we have 30 war criminals running around this country, and this is just not gossip. These are eviction orders to get these folks out. That is real news, and the CBC is refusing to show the pictures, using their political judgment to trump news judgment. Something's broken. Now, if it was any other network, any other newspaper, I'd say that's where it ends. I mean, listen, it's a free press. If you want to be on the side of the Taliban over a war criminal, that's your funeral. But the CBC is not really a free press, is it? The CBC is owned by the government. It is funded by Vic Toews' cabinet colleague, James Moore, who is in love with the CBC, who boasts about giving it record funding. I very much appreciate what Vic Toews said on the radio today, and I think he should send a copy of his remarks to James Moore. I'm Ezra Levant, fighting for freedom every day.